Now this, Donald Trump told the New York Post that he supports Elon Musk's plan to give immigration visas for highly skilled workers. New York Post political reporter Jon Levine joins me now to talk about it. And John, you spoke to Trump directly about this. What exactly did he tell you?
Yeah, Ashley, we called Trump on the phone, actually, from this building at the New York Post on Saturday, and he answered, first ring. And I said to him, Mr. President, we have a situation online where Elon is very supportive of the H1-B visas, and a lot of the online right, your allies, people like Laura Loomer and Ann Coulter are very against them. Where do you stand on it? And he gave me a very succinct answer. He said, I love the H1-B visas. I've used them on my own properties. That's why, they're still here. And he was very, very supportive of the Elon position. So there was a lot of confusion over, how it was going to shake out in this administration, and he offered a lot of clarity.
It's interesting, though, John, because there are those, you mentioned a couple of people there, but there are perhaps those further to the right that say, look, you're taking jobs away from Americans, and you campaigned on this issue in part, and it seems like you're going back on your word. Did he talk about that at all?
It was a very brief conversation. We didn't get into the, history of his past statements on the issue. And look, Ashley, I think the answer lies somewhere in the middle. We do need talented foreigners, people like Elon Musk, who have come to this country and created thousands of jobs. I'm also thinking of people like the Google guys. But on the other hand, I don't think we need to have millions of engineers coming out of the University of Hyderabad that will undercut salaries for American-born engineers. And we can't have what happened to blue-collar workers also happen to white-collar workers. So the answer does lie somewhere in the middle.
I've got very quickly here, John, the citizen law enforcement group, the Guardian Angels, returning to patrol the New York City subways. Of course, it comes after a woman was set on fire and killed on the subways earlier this month. Look, let's just get right to it. You're in New York City. Do you feel safe or not on the subway?
Well, look, I've been riding the subways for a long time. I know how to ride the subways. And I'm like, a 30-something guy on the subways. I wouldn't put my mother on the subway. I wouldn't let young children ride the subways by themselves. The subways are manifestly more dangerous than they were when I was coming up. When I was a kid, my father said to me, never ride the subways at 2 a.m. And I never understood why he said that, because they were so safe. It was the Michael Bloomberg era. But now, unfortunately, I do understand why he said that. They're not as safe as they used to be. And that's why groups like the Guardian Angels, which are something out of Gotham City, bad old days of yesteryear, have restarted, and they want to start patrolling the subways again. And I hope ultimately it's not necessary, but it's certainly moving in the wrong direction, Ashley.
Yeah, no kidding. We're out of time, but Jon Levine, great stuff as always.